Dr. Amanda with Straightsmile Solutions, straightsmilesolutions.com. Let's talk about the 8% rule in terms of internal marketing. You're probably like, what the heck is the 8% rule? I actually heard this on a podcast, but it was a great point. So they talked about in your practice, about 8% of your fans are raving fans. I'm sure you've heard that term, raving fans, before. I've heard it in plenty of lectures. But a raving fan is somebody that just thinks you're absolutely amazing and you do amazing work, and they would send their own friends and family to you without having to have Instagram, or they're basically the old school influencers. You know, the grandmas, the people who just know a lot of people and talk to a lot of people. They're not necessarily using Instagram or Facebook or Snap to blog, and they're not expecting to get paid for the referrals. They just want to be appreciated. So finding out who those people are, and you may have some ideas. You know, usually the hygienist knows when they're just saying all kinds of positive things about the doctor, the office. What you want to do is remember that person, because they're easy to forget. You know, you may not see their comments on your Instagram or your Facebook or, you know, your Google reviews. They're not going to be doing any of that. They might not even be much on the internet, but they know a lot of people, and they will send you people if you are appreciative. And I'm not saying what you don't want to do, and this can get messy, is you don't want to make it a thing where if you send me a referral, I give you $100. No, first of all, that can be illegal in a lot of states. It could be considered fee splitting and other stuff. So I would strongly not recommend getting into that zone. You know, this is not what you want to do. But if you identify someone really amazing, all you got to do is just say, you know, so-and-so, I'm going to call this person Mary, whatever. Gosh, it just makes our day when you come in and tell us all these nice things. And we just so look forward to seeing you on our schedule. We always know it's going to be a great day when you're here. I wish we could get more patients like you who really appreciate what we do. These are the type of patients we want to use to build a practice. You know if you have any friends or family, gosh, we would take such good care of them if you send them our way. That's all they want. They just want to know that if they send you somebody, you're going to take care of that person. I do this all the time. And yes, I do have a big influencer following, but I also go old school with influencers, you know, in terms of doctors and healthcare professionals and anything, trainers, I mean, whatever I use in my life, in-person stuff. If I like this person, I'm going to tell people about it without being rewarded. And I'm not expecting to be rewarded. Although you don't want to lose the ball. You need to know if this person did refer someone to you, and you do want to forget, a handwritten thank you note works just fine. You can occasionally toss a little gift card in. There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with sending a bouquet of flowers. That you can do, as long as you're not making an actual influencer arrangement. Because remember, when you do that, first of all, you got to 1099 that person. And that person got to pay taxes, and it gets messy, and it's an obligation, and someone got to watch it, and someone got to pay attention to seeing what they need to do. Why? When 8% of your practice will do this for free, as long as you're just graceful and gracious and thank them. It's not that hard. So in the morning, when you guys look over your list of patients, when you have your team meeting, which I hope you're doing, this is the time to identify your 8%ers, and if there's any 8%ers on the schedule, and to make sure everyone takes the moment to thank them and talk them up. And I mean, obviously, we don't want everybody, you know, asking about referrals, because then that looks a little fishy. It should just be one person. You guys should identify who it is, maybe the hygienist, maybe the assistant, whoever's closest to them. But then, you know, follow up. And when you get new patients, make sure you're finding out where they're coming from. If they're coming from one of your referrals, make sure you find a way to thank them and change it up. Don't always do the same thing each time. So that way they're not expecting that $200, you know? Or that expecting that gift card. A thank you should be enough with an occasional incentive. Find your 8% raving fans, and don't hire influencers. That's like the stupidest thing ever. All right, thanks.